Welcome to the IW Network.
And now, the IW Network and Evolve Wrestling Association presents EWA Thursday Night Heats.
What is up, everybody? Apologize for the delay. Trying to get things going here. I do apologize. Not showing we're live on the page. I don't know what's going on, but I'm live on my Facebook page. So I don't know what's going on, but get everybody here. We got Miss Turner. She's on here. Miss Turner, I don't know what's going on. It's not getting live on the page. Are we good? On the actual Facebook page? I don't see it on the actual page. I see it on my page. That's it. Just my Facebook page only is live and my YouTube page. For some reason, it says we're having trouble streaming your destination. If it's possible, the stream was ended or deleted on destination. This can occur if the MPT server URL is incorrect. And I fixed it, so I don't know what's going on with it, but
we could do continuing on, and we could just send this to this page later.
Yeah, send it everybody to the page. Like, send everybody my link to this thing. It's trying to connect the video source, and it's not working. That's what's going on.
Cody did it.
Thank you, Cody. I appreciate it. But we're going to have Cody Cash come on here. Cody Cash, I don't know what's going on with this thing.
Yeah, well, I mean, I must have figured it out because we're good now. So
we're good on my EWA page.
I shared the link to it, so we're fine. Yep. This is on the page right now. So
all right, that's what I'm looking at on my phone as well. I apologize to everybody that it's not working on the actual page for some reason. We also have CEW co-owner Phoenix Jackson. Welcome, buddy. I apologize. I don't know why it's not working.
It's working now. I just said it.
But what a week we had, huh, guys?
Phew. Yeah, right.
It was very, very different for everything going on that happened. But what a week with you have TJ Blair and Legion, their little rivalry going on.
This whole month has been ridiculous with them two. I'm telling you that right now. But think about it this way. I mean, it may not be exactly how they want it at the moment. I mean, I'm saying that, but I mean, they might have wanted it this way. Either way, we finally get to see TJ and Legion in a ring after all this crap. So we'll see what happens there.
Absolutely, absolutely indeed. But let's start with the first match. We had Chaos Kid taking on Great Divine Sean Payne. And what did you guys think of Cody Cash? And start with you. What did you think of Sean Payne?
I mean, ever since he stepped foot in EWA, I know he's one of those guys that really just sticks to the plan of no matter what he's put in, he's always going to try to make a name for himself. Regardless of the circumstances and everything else. So, I was impressed with what he said on social media lately. And, but the key is, you could say what you want, but you got to deliver afterwards. So
Absolutely, indeed. Absolutely, indeed. But this matchup right here was 11 minutes long. It wasn't really a long match, but coming down to the end of it, Sean Payne hit the divine intervention. He got the 1, the 2, and the 3. I mean, quick work by Sean Payne, huh, guys?
Mm-hmm. Very much.
That was a quick one for match number 1, so he had to get the Vikings showing up for coming back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, are you right there, Derek?
Yeah. I'm just talking to the boss real quick, giving him a heads up what's going on with the situation with StreamYard and Facebook.
Luckily, we fixed it, so we're fine. At least for now. I mean, we'll be.
So, everybody, if you're in the locker room, please come to my Facebook page. It'll be over here. Definitely come on in here and watch it.
Links also shared on the page, so we're live on the page too.
Yes, absolutely. So, everyone, definitely enjoy tonight's show. But quick work by Sean Payne.
Very much, yeah.
But let's get to this next matchup right here. It's a Spectrum of Success taking on Sean Caster.
Yoo-hoo.
Now, Orlando has a lot of words to say, but against Sean Caster is pretty much like a Brooklyn Brawler here.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But pretty much like a Brooklyn Brawler here. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's a good way to put it, too. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. But, this matchup was, 9 minutes long. It was really quick work. It was really quick work with Sean Caster because he hit a roll-up on Orlando and got the 1, the 2, and the 3.
Oh, God. Wow.
Okay. Didn't
That's
expect
crazy.
that. All right.
So quick work by Spectrum of Success.
Yeah, I mean, 2 quick matches already to start. Wow, that's that.
Well, we do got that killer main event with that Hell in a Cell. You know that was going to take a while for that one to be.
God.
Absolutely, indeed. Absolutely.
Especially, I mean, being here at the MGM Grand in Vegas, I mean, nobody was ready for that at all whatsoever.
No, they weren't.
Even we weren't, but hey, I mean, we funded it, so.
Absolutely, indeed. Absolutely, indeed.
I can honestly say I hope that this moment right here, when they finally have a match, I can finally not worry about how much security I need to have every freaking night.
Yeah.
You still have to worry about it on other promotions, too, that you work security for with Legion around. Still.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, they are my main focus right now. As long as they're separated after this is all over, I'm fine. I'm fine. Everybody else can beat the shit out of each other. I could care less. It's them two that I'm worried about. And then also the other two where, one is has an axe as his best friend, and then the other one's just a nutcase. But hey.
Yeah. But
and his first match after being released from a mental institution. So I mean that's an interesting way to say things, but whatever.
Absolutely indeed. Absolutely indeed.
I hope he's okay. That's all I care about.
Match 3.
Yes, let's get to match 3. It is Prodigy taking on Dante Hardcore.
Oh man.
And this matchup right here was a 13-minute matchup. Now it was a really good matchup. I gotta say, it was not a bad matchup whatsoever. You know, Prodigy, with everything what happened with going on, knowing he's tag team champion, and Dante Harker did not get the victory last week in his tag team match for the number 1 contender spot, but he is facing one half of the tag team champions. I mean, if he does pick up a victory, what does that say for Dante Hardcore and Hardcore Sanity?
I mean,
basically, to see who the better man of the duo here. If he gets the upper hand,
you got to get momentum somehow. So I mean,
definitely got. By the way, we got to start. Davey Davis said, "Let's start a foundation to get Orlando some females so he can be a Orlando Pimpson." Davey Davis said, "Let's start a foundation."
Christ.
Thank you. And of course, Davey Davis being funny as always, but you know, but in this matchup, it was a good back and forth early in the matchup. Prodigy being why he's champion in this matchup and showing what he does.
Exactly.
And we got our resident fan, Justin Perkins. What's up? My boy Curtis says hi, Derek. What's up there, Curtis? Some of the fans here. Prodigy. I really thought he was going to have this matchup. But Dante hit the hardcore driver. That he gets the 1, the 2, and the 3.
Wow.
That's another surprise spot right there. Again, this proving right now that Dante might get to be the better of the 2.
I mean, they did have their brawl, and Dante did win against Zach Sanity a while back.
Yeah, that's true.
But wow, just wow, on all that. I mean, but now beating one half of the tag team champions, what does that say for Dante Hardcore? And like I said, with that,
I mean, yeah. I mean, you got to, like I said, you got to make momentum somehow, and I mean that's a good way to do it. So hopefully, I mean, if he keeps that up, then good things will happen.
Absolutely indeed, absolutely indeed. Let's get to this next match. Speaking of Zach Sanity, he's taking on the other half of the tag team champion, Darius Jones. And Miss Turner, what did you have to say about Zach Sanity this week?
He did try his best.
Good effort, dude. Good effort, but yikes.
But Darius!
Did you hear what he said to Zach Sanity?
Yeah, I did.
That was... I mean, he really just laid into him with saying that.
Yeah, he straight up got cooked, to be honest with you. So
yeah, he definitely got cooked.
I gotta say, I mean, love him or hate him, I mean, Darius Jones, I mean, when he gets a microphone, yikes! I mean, he will lay in the shit out of you, man. It's crazy.
Yeah. Yes, he will.
I mean, obviously, he'll love to, get the gander of people that obviously love that kind of reaction. But I mean, he's still a guy that can talk. I'll say that right now, regardless of what anybody thinks.
Absolutely indeed. Now, in this matchup, it was a 13-minute matchup, of course. And in this 13-minute match, if you know Zach Sanity, he had to early go in this matchup against Darius. But then Darius just took control of the entire thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, like we said, he tried.
Yeah. And Darius was just toying with him.
Yep.
And right after that, coming down to the end of the match, Darius hits the collapse. 1, 2, 3.
Man.
What quick work by Darius Jones.
People are whatever everybody's on tonight, they're not wanting to waste time. I don't know.
No. But right after that matchup, the music of Disciples hits.
I still didn't the way to change their name.
They come running down, and Darius is ready. He says, "Let's go," and they start brawling. But the music of Prodigy hits. He gets down to the ring, and all 4 of them are just brawling.
There we go.
As you can see, you got referees down there separating all 4 of them. So you know what? You guys want to brawl? All right. At the pay-per-view, season's beating next week, next Thursday. You 4. Tornado street fight.
And I mean, kind of putting the spirit into it. How about a Miracle on 34th Street fight?
That's what I like. Let's do that. Let's make it a little Christmas.
Yeah. I'm pretty festive tonight, believe it or not.
You know what? At least we're not a couple of bah humbugs.
Shit. I'm not. But I know some people that are.
Absolutely, indeed.
We got a certain Krampus running around right now that's wanting to take out everybody. So
yes, we do. Now referees, of course, get the tag teams to the back. Of course, let's get to this next matchup right here. It is Vanilla Sky taking on Tyler Stone.
Yikes!
Okay. And Tyler Stone's in the ring, right? Vanilla Sky's music kicking. She's prancing around. She's jumping around like hottie ha ha in a Christmas mood. Of course, she's wearing the ugly Christmas sweater contest.
I hate this. This music just hates.
But she stops dead in her tracks. She goes like this. Come on out. And of course, the candy cane train.
Thank God.
The candy cane train.
That's who they were.
Vanilla Sky.
I saw a bunch of people in wardrobe and I don't know what they were making, but apparently those costumes. Jesus, man.
Yeah, so that's what was actually happening.
Our seamstress better be getting paid double for all that, making all those costumes.
She got paid triple, bro.
Uh-huh. I mean, yeah, because she makes all this dope gear for everybody. Why wouldn't she get paid triple?
Oh, God.
By the way, according to Davey Davis, yes, touch me there, Miss Turner. Yes, in my no square. But his yes square. But Legion is just a misunderstood bloody teddy bear. It's not his blood, but that's okay. But
yeah, there's a lot of times where I question whose blood's on him, but I'm not
but
gonna go there.
she's prancing around. Of course, you know, the candy cane train's with her and everything. And the candy cane train stays on the outside with her. Vanilla Sky gets in the ring. Her and Tyler Stone have a 12-minute matchup.
Woo!
Have a 12-minute matchup. And of course, with that 12-minute matchup that they had, you know, Vanilla Sky, she had the early advantage against Tyler Stone. And Ms. Turner, what did you think of Vanilla Sky?
It's definitely a fan favorite.
Yeah, they are. She definitely is, because listen to this crowd right now. Okay. Listen to this crowd. They are definitely chanting Vanilla Sky. But I will get back to it. Sean Payne won his first match. Sean Castle won by roll-up. Dante won with his hardcore driver. Darius hit the collapse. We're on match 5.
Okay.
But
Thank you for helping the blind man.
hey, no problem. No problem at
Wait, I
all.
thought you got your vision got
By
bad
the way,
Legion.
According to Davey Davis, Tyler Stone is his favorite lesbian. Tay Tay. But in this matchup right here, okay, Tyler Stone decided coming back. Cody Cash, you having technical difficulties?
Nope, I'm all good.
Okay.
Just tending to some camera business.
Okay. But Tyler Stone, of course, getting his offense in this matchup. Right? Tyler Stone was going for. Whoa, look who's popping her head into the door. Sky Sir. She just said, popping my head in the door. Wow. And Sky, congratulations you on your wrestling career. I hope you kick ass over there. But in this matchup right here, I thought Tyler Stone was going to have it. He was ready to hit his finisher. What's he do? Or what's Vanilla Sky do? Of course. What happens? Vanilla Sky hits the lollipop drop.
The lollipop drop.
This gives me a headache. Oy.
Hits the 1, the 2, and the good old 3.
You're kidding me.
By a
Tyler
lollipop.
Stone lost to Vanilla Sky. Are you kidding me? Wow,
I'm not
dude.
joking.
Yo, that's crazy.
I'm not joking. Vanilla Sky has won her match.
And I thought him losing to Brooks was bad. That's just terrible.
Or being pinned in VCW so many times.
Blakey Davis.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Phoenix Jackson is booking your company. Expect to go into bankruptcy very quickly.
But but here's the thing. Right after I got hold on. I'm being told by Dr. Booga to play this video.
Oh boy.
Whatever this could be. Hello?
Hello, yes, Phoenix. This is Dr. Booger speaking. I was just wanting to get with you if you had the time.
Dr. Booga, how you doing?
Doing quite well, sir. So I took the liberty of going through your tests for your eyesight problem, and I know it took some time, but...
And how are they?
Well, after a very unexpected level of progress, I can rest assured tell you that I believe you're now clear to compete again.
Oh, thank God it worked. All right, thank you, Dr.
It
Booga.
is my pleasure, Phoenix. Now, if anything changes, or things go wrong again, just please give me a call, all right?
All right, bye-bye. Yes.
Whoa. Phoenix Jackson, congratulations.
Progress?
The eyesight is back. The eyesight is back. But
what does unexpected progress mean? I don't understand.
I don't know. But here's the thing, ready? While Vanilla Sky was celebrating her victory, she's running around the ring with the candy cane train.
Jesus.
But as she comes around to the top to go to the ramp, she bumps into Legion.
No, Jesus Christ.
Oh shit. And just slowly walked with the candy cane train right around Legion and just get the hell out of there.
And I mean, Homeboy's in the middle of using those resistance bands, just cranking, and then he just stops and watches them like, "Can I help you?" Man, I mean, they're gonna have nightmares. They're gonna have nightmares tonight after that.
Again, it's even worse. So you just see that Lilith tried to calm him down a bit, and it's like slowly not working. Slowly working, but not at the same time.
Excuse me, man. I
know
got
for
to
a
go
fact
get a water
he's on a
from.
mission tonight. So
I'm going to get a water from catering. I'll be right back.
All right. I guess he's going to get some water from catering. But what a matchup! Vanilla Sky getting the victory over Tyler Stone.
that's just such a bummer, dude. Oh man. I mean, congrats to Vanilla Sky, but yikes, man. That ooh.
Yeah. Absolutely indeed. Absolutely indeed, of course. But
only in Vegas.
Let's get to this next matchup. Now, this matchup, during our business meeting, this matchup was the most talked about. One of them. Now, this is a triple threat tag team match. Disciples, the number one contenders and CEW tag team champions here in IW as well. Disciple and Brackus. Now they're taking on collective members Zayerith and the Mental Man Sean Jackson.
Oh boy.
Also taking on the most hated Shane Garrison in B3.
The dog.
Yes, the dog in him. But this matchup,
I hope for the sake of everything going on, I really hope that Zayerith and Sean are something, coherent, something. They need to focus after all this crap.
Yeah, they do. They definitely need to focus after all this crap because
collective has been through a lot lately. So I honestly don't know if we can even call them that anymore because there's hardly any of them left. I mean, I don't know, man.
I hear you.
I don't know.
It's like a roller coaster with them. It's like a lot of emotions.
I mean, we saw what happened last week, so I mean.
Oh, absolutely, indeed. We definitely saw what happened last week. But B3 and Shane Garrison are facing for the MVC title. But due to some outside interference, I had miscalculated and misjudged on a certain thing that happened last week with Heartless Daniels, with Psychotic Crew Daniels being suspended. He was dealing with a outside interference, so he's being unsuspended. So, but he will still, now he'll be a triple threat. B3, Psychotic Crew Daniels, and Shane Garrison next week at Seasons Beating for the MVC Championship in a triple threat. And mind you, also by Kyle Lynch, Sean and Zayerith are undefeated as a tag team.
That is that's really the point about on that tie note.
Absolutely, indeed. Now, by the way, before we get this match, hold on, before we get to this triple threat, we need cameras backstage. Tyler Stone was just attacked.
Oh, shit.
And we got cameras are backstage, and look, Tyler Stone is down and out. Phoenix Jackson is back. Phoenix, can you tell us anything about that?
No, I seen that go by when I was getting me water.
Duly noted. Now,
I might have had something to do with it, but who knows? We'll have to see if there's any cameras backstage to find out who did it.
We'll have to find out.
Currently on that right now because I'm manning the surveillance system tonight because the head guy that decided to call out today for some reason, I don't know.
And the purified drinking water, smart move, Mr. Cole. Smart move, Mr. Derek Cole.
Yeah, thank you. Now, this matchup.
On top of me corralling security, I also got to freaking watch cameras. Like,
yes,
I need a raise at this point.
You'll definitely be getting one after the show tonight. Absolutely. Now, coming now in this matchup right here, 3 members, 1 member of each tag team will be in the ring in a triple threat format.
Mm-hmm.
And they can tag in anyone they want.
These matches always interest me.
So, right in the beginning, Shane Garrison, Sean Jackson, and Disciple were in the ring. Sean and Shane Garrison looked like they were going to be a cohesive unit, but Disciple just spears Shane Garrison. So Sean Jackson and Disciple, they start brawling with each other. They're fighting. What happens? Sean, being a smart man, grabs the hand of Disciple, tags in Zayerith.
That's very smart.
Zayerith goes for an early cover. 1, 2, everybody gets in and jumps on him. Smart tactic right there by Zayerith and Sean Jackson, trying to pick up that
early to get a pinfall that quick.
Hey, it's smart tactic, is it not?
You're wasting energy, yes, but still.
Exactly. Now, here's the thing. While that happened, of course, now Zayerith is the legal man. Of course, Disciple is not the legal man. So it's Zayerith right now, Shane Garrison, and yeah, should be 3. Oh, but anyways, there is 3. So while they're all brawling, right? They tag in their partners. Everyone's going after each other. They're all brawling. Everyone's brawling on the outside. Okay, fine. But we definitely need to cut to a commercial break for that. And here's one of our sponsors here tonight. Yes, Big O Live on the 21st. And don't forget, on the 23rd, we'll also be having High News with me and Christine. On that
Good luck with that one. Ooh, boy.
Yeah, it's going to be my first time doing the show, so let's see what happens.
And also due to the circumstances of what's going to happen at the pay-per-view, yeah, you need all the help.
Yeah, don't worry, I'm tripling security that night.
You better.
Don't worry, my office will have security everywhere.
Yeah.
But
I just hope I'm not attacked again, because
this matchup right here, coming down to the end of it, right?
Yep.
Shane Garrison was ready to go tag in B3. B3 comes off the apron and punches Shane Garrison in the mouth.
Dude.
And walks away from the matchup.
Wow. All right.
Walked away, and Shane Garrison is knocked out right now. He has no clue what's going on.
Yeah.
But of course, you have Sean Jackson. He's fighting brackets right now. As they're fighting. And as they're fighting, okay, Zayerith get tagged in by Sean Jackson, but what happened is the tag by Disciple, the Brackus, they pushed Sean Jackson out of the ring.
Uh-oh.
Okay? They pushed Sean Jackson out of the ring. Disciples hits their new tag team finisher called the Shatter Machine. 1, 2, 3.
Wow.
And tag team, the number one contenders for the tag team titles going into season's beating. Wow. What a big momentum for the tag team champions of CEW.
Already have a set. They're coming for another one. That's crazy. Wow.
Yeah.
If you don't prove yourself to the tag champs in a triple threat tag team match, then something's wrong with you.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely, indeed,
man.
But I can't believe that happened.
Mm-hmm.
But wow, especially against the Collective and what B3 did. I mean,
I don't know how that's going to fare in the back, but I mean, like I said, the Collective's just they have got to get it together, man. This is getting, and I don't want to say I'm disappointed in them, but it's making me kind of sad, man. Like this is getting too far. I don't know what. And the thing is, like, I'm supposed to represent them as far as token goes, but we don't know what to do at this point. Like we are stumped. We don't know, and
I guess it's time for you guys to have like a meeting or sort or something.
But the person that would conduct the meeting is not mentally coherent right now. Obviously.
Just go to guest visit. I don't know.
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, he's probably getting transported here in a freaking armored truck. I don't know.
I have no clue either. No clue either.
But he was supposedly set out. I don't know what to do anymore, dude. I'm
absolutely indeed. So let's get to this next matchup. It is another matchup that was talked about in the business meeting. It is for the Open Challenge Championship.
Oh yeah.
It is Johnny New Haven taking on Showtime. Now I'm going to go around the room, of course, and Miss Turner, I'm going to start with you. Who and why?
I've always been a supporter of Showtime this whole time. Yes, pun intended. I was on the side that New Haven has did. Or did they stuck there?
Yeah. All right. Cody Cash.
You know, ever since he got that title, Showtime's been an absolute dominant Open Challenge champion. And I know that, you know, he felt very entitled for this company because he's EWA's Open Challenge champion. I personally would have loved to watch him go to UPW, UWF, anywhere else to be like, hey, this is mine. If anybody wants a shot, come after me. But he picked his territory, which is smart. And, I mean, having somebody like Johnny New Haven as a challenger, especially as what they've been doing back and forth, where Johnny New Haven just kept making himself known every time he got the chance. This was a big match to me. But, I mean, as much as the momentum can shift back and forth, I still feel like Showtime's going to keep this thing. He's very much proved that Open Challenge Championship can go to somebody like Showtime, who obviously would want bigger titles, which, I mean, why wouldn't you? But still make it something huge, you know? So props to him and everything he's done, man.
Props to him indeed.
I'm also saying this because I know he yells at me a lot, and this time I don't want that to happen, so hi. Good luck. Good luck. Please don't hate me.
Absolutely, indeed. But Phoenix Jackson.
Both men are tough competitors when it comes to what they do in the ring. Johnny Newhaven, the man that just dominates. And then there's Showtime. Same thing, a dominating person. But if I had to choose, I feel like Johnny Newhaven has a mission to become Open Challenge champion. I'm going to give it to Johnny Newhaven.
Mm-hmm. It's a very big 50-50 match for sure. Like, it could go either way for sure. Like,
yes. Definitely.
Absolutely. Now, this matchup was really talked about a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
But you know, right in this matchup, they both just came swinging. Just both came swinging, back and forth, right in the beginning of the matchup. Referee, of course, had to get involved a couple times. But you know how referees always are. They have to get involved, do their job, make sure no one gets decapitated.
Yeah, right.
But
someone's bound to eventually. But
absolutely. But right in the beginning of the matchup, right after the referee separated them, these two put on old school classic style clinic right in the beginning of the match.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, while that happening, Showtime went to the corner. He was trying to rip off the turnbuckle.
Oh boy, here we go.
But after when he did that, the referee was, of course, putting the turnbuckle back on, and he went for the Mississippi Cooter Punch early, but Johnny Newhaven moved out the way. He's like, Nah,
that was a close one though. He was that close.
He was close, absolutely. Absolutely.
He's just lucky he didn't get grazed either, because that still would have felt not so great.
Absolutely, indeed, of course. Now, this matchup right here went for 15 minutes. Back and forth, kept going. Really coming down to the end of this matchup. Of course, Showtime was ready to hit that Mississippi Cooter Punch, but when he went for it, Johnny Newhaven jumped up and hit the curb stomp.
Oh, damn.
Right on to Showtime. 1, 2, and 3. And brand new Open Challenge champion, Johnny Newhaven.
The thorn continues to be on the side of Showtime.
Yeah. If you guys were betting people, and if you betted for Showtime to win, you definitely lost your money.
Yeah. I don't want to talk about it.
How much did you lose, Cash?
At least enough to where I can still be called Cody Cash, if that helps. I'm still. It's not a celebration-worthy thing. I don't know why there's fireworks. Anyway.
You just do the thumbs up, and then it must be a celebration for you losing money. It must be a good celebration.
I put about $6,000 on him. So yeah, that came out of my check pretty fast.
Well, I put about that on Newhaven, so I'm guessing I'm getting I'm getting that money back from you. So
you're basically getting my paycheck right now. So yep. Good job.
Get your money's worth at the end, anyways.
I feel like you just stole.
Don't worry. I'm a kind soul. I will give it back to you because of how kind I am.
All right.
It'll be in your bank account. It'll be in your bank account between 24 48 hours. So just be aware for it.
I'll take it.
Because I put like 10 grand on freaking New Haven, so I got probably 16 grand right now after that as well.
Are we now ready for the next match?
Yes, let's go to this next matchup. Absolutely. It is the co-main event number 1. Special guest referee is Troy Mason. And it is the Prince of Puerto Rico, Jack Saban, the Evolution Champion, taking on Evil Heart. Now, of course, this is a non-title matchup, you know. And, of course, Troy Mason's got his referee shirt on. Jack Saban's in there with him, and he's telling Jack that you better listen to me. I am the referee.
I do think it's kind of nice that, Troy's got a lot on his plate tonight, and so he's able to kind of get some steam off before he starts kicking somebody's ass. But, I mean, we'll see how competent of a referee he is with all this going on. So hopefully somebody else doesn't try to make an appearance.
I heard he was going to be fit. It was going to be 2030 with this whole thing.
Oh, boy.
Yes, absolutely.
Ugh.
Absolutely indeed. But, Troy Mason, right? These guys, Evil Heart and Jack Saban, were definitely going at it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And Jack Saban hit a brainbuster DDT onto Evil Heart.
Damn. Ow.
While he was going for the pin. With him going for the pin, Troy Mason was on his phone and he goes, "Yo, what are you doing?"
Oh my God.
He's talking to somebody on the phone. And he goes, "Oh God, hold on, I gotta go do my job." 1, 2, and he, holding his hand for that 2 count.
Wow.
And Jack Saban's getting pissed.
The hand cramp always comes in when you're trying. It's been a while. When it's been a while becoming a ref. Trust me, I know.
Absolutely. Now, Jack, of course, went back to focus on Evil Heart. Now, of course, you know how Jack Saban, he is the Evolution Champion.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, he has Troy Mason to deal with. As he was going to the outside, as he threw Evil Heart to the outside, he was going to go to the outside and go after her, but Troy gets in the way. He's like, hold on, no. Let me check on her first. Stay right here. And, he sits down on the apron and goes, "You okay? You good? Can you do the match?" And, of course, Troy Mason gets back in the ring. Jack Saban was ready to do a suicide dive. He's like, whoa, hold on. You can't do that. I got to stop the count.
Wow. Wow, dude.
He goes, 1, 2.
Yeah, he's got to slow down this.
3. Ow. My.
Dude, get your hand checked out. Good grief.
Yeah, he definitely needs to get his hand checked out. Absolutely. But
if it hurts that bad, good grief.
Of course, Jack Saban's getting pissed. Right?
Yeah.
And now, Evil Heart, she's crawling back in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, Jack Saban, he goes to bounce off the ropes to hit a missile drop kick to her. But
oh boy.
Troy Mason tripped him. He tripped Jack Saban.
Mm.
He said, "Yo, you got to watch where you're going right there, man."
I didn't see anything.
He goes, "That mat will just creep up on you."
Exactly. That mat could have gone loose. You got to check on your ring crew there. Make sure they're doing shit right.
As you see Troy Mason jumping on the area. He said, "Hey, it's good over here." Well, I don't know what's going on, but as Jack's getting pissed, right? He goes to Troy Mason, gets in his face, and Troy Mason slaps Troy Mason.
Oh no! Okay.
Troy Mason just goes, All right. Hits him with that Mason bomb. Takes Evil Heart, throws him on him.
Oh,
1,
man.
2, 3. Fast count. And your winner of the matchup, Evil Heart.
And notice the second he finished the count, he tore off his referee's shirt, threw it, and said, "All right, I'm good. Bye." Wow. But of course, he's walking away with a smirk on his face. But hey,
because he's screwed Saban. That's why.
I can't. I won't be shocked. I mean, I would probably do the same thing. I mean, but then again, does that mean that Troy's probably a worse referee than even Geriatric though? Because even Geriatric would count that slow.
I hear you. I hear you.
I don't know, man.
But as Troy Mason was going to the top, of course, the collective members are there. And Sean Jackson just hands him some money and goes, "I told you boys he'd do it."
Yeah, sure.
I guess there was a pool going on.
Maybe.
But Jack Saban is pissed. And he just grabs a microphone and goes, "You want to screw me over? All right, fine. How about this? You, me, season's beating. We're having our match. Oh, yeah. And I can't wait to defeat you in that triple cage."
Oh.
He goes, "Troy Mason, you're going to understand that you're not above anybody." And he just spoke something in Spanish. I don't know what the hell he just said.
Yeah, I don't know either.
And whoa, look who's here. And the crowd was watching this match. You know, Cliff Ref, he loved that Brainbuster, the uncle of Gourdbuster.
Bone Storm.
And Bone Storm,
nice.
of course. Well, that is Bone. He was saying this referee is really slow. Oh, he got much faster. My bad. I thought something was wrong.
Yeah.
I don't know. Bone Storm Wrestling was Vindy County didn't even existed yet.
Yeah.
Absolutely, indeed. Absolutely.
You got money out of it.
Yeah. But let's get to this next matchup.
Oh, this one.
I'm gonna go around the room. This is for the Back to the Action Championship. It is Cyrus taking on Berserk Brooks finally. Now, of course, Cyrus, his music hits and he comes out first. He's got Hank the Axe, of course, and then the music. There he is.
And as I said, the man did an entrance with a freaking armored truck.
Absolutely.
I mean, you saw, like, you know, as the music was playing, the armored truck backed up. You had 4 orderlies hop out. They went, opened the back door. Berserk Brooks was in a full, like, Abyss-style, like, white jumpsuit. Had his paint on. Was acting like a freaking rabid dog as they drug him out on chains. And then they looked at each other. And they did what we hoped they wouldn't do, because for safety.
Absolutely.
They took a key. They unlocked the chains and set him loose.
Yeah, and there he is in the ring, and I'm going to go around the room. Let's turn. I'm going to start with you. Who do you got?
No, knowing again, everyone knows my history with Berserk. Everyone knows that is a rocky road relationship at best. I still get mental scars from this man.
But question is, does he still respect you?
Yeah, that is the thing.
So, I mean, you're still lucky. If the man at least respects you, you're safe. I mean, if he doesn't, then you're screwed. But
yeah, but still, the mental is still there. But
I get, yeah, I know. Trust me.
Now,
but it's Cyrus though.
Cyrus is a whole different beast, man.
Yikes!
Yikes.
As if I hate to say this is a pun, but, or as a phrase here. Would Cyrus go berserk in this match, knowing it at the end of it?
I don't know. I don't think that's possible, to be honest with you. But I mean, I could be wrong. I don't know, man. I really don't.
I'm torn with this one.
Yeah.
So, Cash, who are you picking?
I've only had the privilege. Well, should I even call it a privilege? Is this a curse? I don't know. Anyway, I've had the fortune of watching this berserk nature of this man every time he brought it forward, and I mean, he's done a lot of things that the mortal side of him wouldn't think of doing, if that makes sense. He's put his body through absolute hell. He's put his mental state through hell, to be honest with you. And to be quite honest, I'm actually glad that for the first time we're not watching Berserk Brooks and Dog Collar match, because I already know what was going to happen after that. But
both of us know what happened.
The guy is undefeated in dog collar matches right now.
yes.
But I mean, this, regardless of what everybody says, this is for the Back to the Action Championship. And when we had the chance to see Brooks kind of in his final moments before this, he did say, ever since it was first introduced, he's made that thing what it's supposed to be. So he's been probably the most dominant Back to the Action champion that has ever been introduced. He's the inaugural for a reason. He's held it for, at this point, today, he would be 3 days away from being the exact same number of days as his United States Championship reign.
Yeah.
He's at 157.
Wow. And Phoenix Jackson, how about you? Phoenix.
He's busy, looks like.
I would have to give it to Cyrus, honestly, because Cyrus was trying to get the title for the longest of times, and now he wants it. So
Absolutely, indeed. Cody Cash, take it away.
I mean, look, while they were getting the introductions out of the way, we do want to establish that, it wasn't announced properly, and to an extent, because, we wanted to keep the suspense. But the match that was requested by the champion was an exploding barbed wire death match.
Oh!
So while the introductions were being done, while the commercial was being played, the video packages, they were rigging up the ropes with the barbed wire. They were making sure the timing was right, all this stuff. So as the spotlights came back on, we saw Cyrus in one corner, Berserk in the other corner. The referee raised the Back to the Action Championship high in the air. Bell rang. The match started. This barbed wire massacre, I should say, went on for 18 minutes.
Damn.
I think it's probably the longest match we had so far in the show in general.
Yeah. For good reason. This was a war, an absolute war. This is one of those kaiju battles that you just didn't see coming, to be honest with you. But, from the get-go, I mean, Berserk, obviously, knowing everything he's been through, I mean, he does the one thing that we all kind of talk about when it comes to energy. And I mean, he started right off the rip, like charging at him and just throwing shots and bombs and kicks and really trying to get him into those ropes. But obviously, Cyrus was kind of showing his strength a little early, trying to keep himself away from it. And, you know, they would just start trading bombs back and forth. Eventually, you know, Berserk would kind of step back, remember that he can't run the ropes because if he does, he's going to blow up. He steps back, gets himself at least a good amount of momentum, goes for a running bicycle knee, but Cyrus catches him and hits a black hole slam.
Oh,
And from that moment on, I mean, Cyrus was on a massacre. I mean, he was manhandling him, throwing him all over the place,
Jesus.
slaying him down hard. I mean, at one point he did a scoop slam, but he trapped Brooks' arm underneath his, like on his spine, trapping it, then threw it on top of his arm. So, you know, Cyrus kind of started going for some joint manipulation, you know, going after the arms, going after the legs, kind of getting into Brooks' head because that's what Brooks likes to do. So he studied him good, to be honest with you. And, you know, eventually, you know, Cyrus was going to go for a last ride, but as soon as he got him in that powerbomb position, Berserk was able to kind of go for the legs and started just punching the knees and then buckled him a little bit to where Cyrus kind of staggered, and then Berserk would hit him with a thrust kick to the stomach, and then would hit like a Booker T style scissor kick out of nowhere, dropping him down. And then, you know, Berserk would go for the pin. 1, 2, kick out by Cyrus.
Oh.
And, you know, Berserk would obviously get, because of how rabid he is, he instantly gets upset. That's the one thing that I always felt as a weakness, and I say that respectfully. He just instantly gets upset when something doesn't happen, and he's in this mindset. So, you know, Berserk then, you know, just kind of ground and pounds him, just kind of has one knee on his one shoulder, and it just starts just slamming hands down. And then he ends up, at one point, he stops punching, and then he just bends down and just starts biting. So, you know, Cyrus then just has this big, just gnarly gash on his forehead. It starts bleeding pretty good. And then Berserk kind of looks around, and then he kind of goes toward he kind of just like gets on his hands and knees like he was going to pounce, and then just kind of slithers into the corner, being careful, obviously. He sets up for that Brooks spear. He lands it. Cyrus goes up in the air and just flops on the center of the ring.
Oh.
Brooks, you know, gets all fired up. He's ready to go for the finisher. He, you know, he walks over. He kind of just starts looking at his leg. Then he does that one thing that everybody has seen him do in these types of matches. He bends down, takes the sole off his shoe. It's thumbtacks.
Oh, Jesus.
The good old thumbtack assist. Career killer is ready to go. Well, then he charges at Cyrus. Cyrus grabs Brooks midair and tosses him into the corner, and his right leg catches the barbed wire, and there's a big spark.
Ah!
So basically, Brooks' leg just got absolutely emancipated. I mean, the second flesh made contact with that barbed wire, there was a huge spark, and then Brooks just started flopping around like he just got shot.
Is it the one with the bad knee? I think it's the leg with the
Surprisingly, it was his left leg.
Okay, so
it was that. It was almost, but man, I mean, any more damage to that right knee, I think it's gone at this point. But I mean, you know, Cyrus was able to get that first blow up of the night, and then Cyrus, kept going on the attack. Berserk Brooks just tried so desperately within the next few minutes to defend himself, and he was on one leg at this point.
Jesus.
So he really couldn't do too much. And at one point, Cyrus decides he's ready. So he puts him in the unknown finisher. He's got those arms hooked. He's ready to drop him down. Well, then Brooks wiggles out of the way, drops down, and low blows Cyrus.
Oh!
Cyrus hates being low blowed.
And, Cyrus, he has that look of pain, but also, just like Derek Cole said, he doesn't like that, so he's pissed in the pissed version of pain. And then Brooks, like that, decides to hit the DDT on him.
Ooh.
So while Cyrus is doubled over, Brooks hooks both arms and drops him right there. So he just used Cyrus' finisher right there.
Damn.
Well, then, we keep going into the match. Berserk kind of got some momentum back. Well, then both of them kind of look at the clock because we heard a siren sound, like a little blip. We look up at the Titantron. There's 8 minutes until the entire thing explodes. And so, I mean, the clock's ticking, and if they don't finish this match soon, it's going to get very bad. But, they kept going. We got to the 10-minute mark. Cyrus went for that DDT again, planted Berserk. He would go for the count. He would go for the pin again. Berserk would kick out. And this time, Cyrus got pissed. To the point to where he walked over to that corner of his, grabbed what looked kind of like a small piece of wood sticking out of the apron, which looked like it was hung up on something. Cyrus uncovers the apron, and it was Hank that he was hiding.
Shit.
He grabs Hank. Brooks is, and Cyrus kind of plays possum, so he kind of holds Hank to his chest. Brooks is setting up for that career killer again. He charges at Cyrus, and Cyrus turns around, and with that sharp edge of that axe, with the other hand on the handle, just like Triple H sledgehammer style, just cracks him in the head.
Oh.
So Berserk Brooks is down again. Berserk's, now Berserk is gushing blood because of how sharp that axe handle is. So both men are bleeding. Now the clock is at 4 minutes and 30 seconds until the entire ring explodes.
Oh!
And Cyrus starts to look around like, oh shit, like I gotta hurry this up. Well, then he gets an idea. He grabs Berserk, who's clawing at his legs, trying to break free. Cyrus then puts him in an F5 position, walks over to the left corner right in front of us.
What the fuck?
He F5s Berserk and lets his body go on top of the top rope. And the entire top rope just...
Oh!
And, I mean, Berserk just flops down. I mean, his chest is bleeding. He's got burn marks all over, like, the front part of his body. And he's laughing, but he's in, like, immense pain. Like, it's bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he's trying to laugh it off. And Cyrus looks down, looks at the clock, grabs Berserk in like a mandible claw fashion, rips him up into the air, hits a mandible claw choke slam, still holding him down, picks him up again, hits a second one, picks him up one more time, yells to Berserk, and says, I am here to heal you. Then he hits that unknown DDT. He hooks the leg with 2 minutes left on the explosion clock. 1, 2, 3. Your winner and new Back to the Action champion, Cyrus. So at that point, they stopped the clock. Because, I mean, if they let it keep going, we'd all be dead. But, I mean, they stopped the clock. I mean, the specialists, as we would call them, that rigged the whole thing, they start unraveling all the barbed wire. They get rid of it all. They take all the explosion pieces off. EMTs go instantly to Berserk, who is not even close to conscious right now. And, you know, they're tending to him. They're putting the oxygen mask on. They're giving him compressions because he just flat out almost flatlined pretty much. And we see the timekeeper, because, I mean, the title that we saw was a Brooks creation. I mean, it had, you know, the Brooks side plates, the skull, the blue plates, the brown strap, all that stuff. That was all made by him. Well, the timekeeper walks up to Cyrus, hands the official Back to the Action champion, the company Back to the Action champion, to the referee. The referee hands it to Cyrus. Cyrus looks at it and then lays it down.
Oh
no.
Well, then he snatches the Brooks belt from the timekeeper, throws it on the ringside ground, takes Hank the Axe, and starts smashing it.
That's Bruce's. What? Oh God, we all know how special.
You know, he breaks the side plates into many pieces. He actually like grabs the front plate, rips it off the backing, and then just chunks the leather strap like it's nothing. Well, then he doesn't even bother to celebrate the win. He just grabs the official Back to the Action championship that myself, Derek Cole, and Token made for him. We actually got the refurbished title back. He grabs the title and just takes off with it. And then he gets into that armored truck that Brooks was taking in, and he drives off. So did we honestly just see like a vandalism? I don't know what that was.
I don't know, but look who came out to celebrate with them. The Culling.
Yeah. I mean, he
Stone Hole in his dress.
fired up that, you know, he fired up that engine. He got back out. He was hugging, you know, Darius and the Reaper and all of them. Well, then here's the part that really got to me. Cyrus, you know, he kind of just gets like a pat on the back from Darius. You know, they're kind of chatting it up, and then, you know, Darius is kind of like, yeah, we should totally go for a joyride in this thing. I would expect that. Well, then the camera kind of is in a weird angle. So then Cyrus kind of backs up a little bit, and then there's like a hulking shadow behind him. Cyrus turns around, and Legion's standing there. Legion just eyes Cyrus for a minute, gives him a nod, like, good job, and Cyrus just kind of blows him off, like, I don't even want to listen to you right now.
Wow.
And then he gets in the truck. The Culling gets in the back. They start slamming on the wall, like, let's get out of here. Cyrus cranks that pedal, and they just speed off. And Legion just watches like, all right, I see how it is.
Yes.
Well, he has a match coming up, so.
I mean, yeah, that's fair. But, I mean, guys.
Congratulations to Cyrus.
Brooks is no longer the Back to the Action champion.
No, he is not.
But
before
we're going to have to, I mean, with all this going on, I mean, he got carted to the back.
Whoa. Guess who's here in attendance?
Uh-oh.
watching in the crowd, bought a ticket. Immortal Ripper, Jack. He bought a ticket. He's in the stands tonight.
Wow.
Yeah.
But I mean,
it's good to see him healthy, which is awesome.
But I mean, we had to watch, backstage footage of, Brooks still had the oxygen mask on. They were still trying to tend to him. They ended up putting him in an ambulance and they took him off. So I don't know what the current status of him right now. I hope he's not dead, for crying out loud.
Kyle Evans will definitely have to get an update.
Yeah. And obviously the doc will be there in about 5 seconds because he's some magical doctor. So I don't know.
Now, there's something that's on my mind I want to get across, okay? Before we get to the main event. Matt Applin. Everyone knows him as Tommy Dyer.
Correct.
As you guys all saw on the pages, all of IW, he is battling bowel cancer. So everyone give him a prayer, please, if you don't mind. Matt, we love you. We hope you beat this shit and fucking beat cancer and come back to us 100%.
Absolutely.
Right? We love you, man. We're here for you. All right. Always reach out if you need to talk. You know we're all here for you, Matt. Yeah. Lauren, I know you're going through a lot with it because it's your best friend right there. Prayers to you as well. But
shout out to the goddess.
Yes, shout out to the goddess indeed. But let's get to main event number 1.
Oh, Jesus. This one was bad.
It's finally being lowered. It is that Hell in a Cell. It is collective members, the Prophet, TJ Blair.
How is right now Legion's mindset? Not only did he have to get his hands on Blair, but we saw earlier how his own faction has pretty much just left the building.
Yep.
Yeah.
His so-called family that he said earlier he cares about, and we saw what he does. Again, they wanted to celebrate with Cyrus, but
then again, I mean, I knew he wasn't going to go with them because he had business to take care of.
Exactly.
But I mean, it's not about the it's about the fact that he just got blown off by his brother, But then again, I think there's the insinuation that supposedly, when Cyrus talks about the fact that he drowned and stuff, that it was Legion's fault. So I'm not going to say there's not a reason for that. So there's obviously some more brotherly tension that needs to get figured out. Because if we have another family drama, I'm going to lose it.
I feel like there might be.
And I realized I said blown off. That's not what I meant. So shut up.
That's what they used to with the Dirty Minds.
I know. I saw that smile, so I ain't gonna say shit. Anyway,
I don't know what you're talking about there, Cody. I don't know what you're talking about.
But let's get to this matchup right here. It is Troy Mason, TJ Blair taking on Legion and Lilith.
Jesus.
Now these two have been at a war with each other for a while.
God,
ever since, even before War Games.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, there's a lot just between these four. There is so much going on. I mean, Legion and Troy, they had a very, very pretty gnarly feud, I would say, in their time whenever this happened. And there was, whenever they got to the, the ending point of that, there was some strange level of respect given between the two. And then, which is why I can understand why, Legion's trying to be like, I know exactly what you are. TJ has no clue. That's basically what he's saying. And so he's trying to kind of just coerce his own family, Prophet, he's basically in the mode of like, if the Prophet can do it, I can too. So there's a lot of one-upping going on all, every time they face each other. And I'm still reeling from the fact that we had a high news episode where Lilith, TJ, and Legion were on the same screen at the same time. that's what we were waiting for, and we finally got it. And, the fact that now we get Legion on one side, we get TJ on the other side. It's a sanctioned match. They finally get to fight each other. Let's go.
Absolutely, definitely. Let's go. So Cody Cash, take it away.
I mean, this was tornado tag rules. So, I mean, there wasn't legal tags. There wasn't tag-ins. There couldn't be any suspense. It was literally just the second one person threw a punch, it was on for all four. And I thought, with the tension between everybody, there was going to be, the second the echo of the bell stopped, that they were just going to start slugging each other. But Legion being Legion, he took the moment in. He looked, he kind of looked at the cage. I mean, we saw whenever Legion and Lilith both did their entrance at the same time, they both kind of did like a weird semicircle and just kind of dragged their hands across the cage in unison. That was the creepiest thing I've ever seen. But I mean, they knew that this was what they wanted. They had their own little playpen in a sense. And, but we saw, respective sides. It was Lilith facing off with Troy. And then you had Legion facing off with TJ. And the crowd, they start kind of putting down their popcorn, kind of, trying, they're spilling their drinks, trying to put them in the cup holder because they're so infatuated with what's going on. They're not even looking at what they're doing. They're nervous because this match is, woo, and
it's gonna be a bloody war. It was,
yeah. And, it was all contested within a cage. So at least we were safe. But, I mean, the bell finally rang after they stood there for a while, taking it all in. And then they all start kind of mouthing off with each other. And then Troy just kind of gets in Lilith's face a little bit too much. And then almost like a brother would do, Legion just kind of steps over slightly and just nudges Troy out of the way, back up.
Oh, damn.
And you're like, oh shit,
Oh shit.
And then Troy just kind of dusts his shoulder off, all right. And then he hits a full-on, full-fledged uppercut right to Legion's face. And I mean, they just start going. And what we thought was going to happen with the respective sides, they crossed it. So TJ went after Lilith. Troy and Legion just started going crazy on each other. They were brawling back and forth, haymakers, left hands, right hands. They all fought, within the corners of their own, kind of picked their own spots. Eventually, as the match went on, I mean, this match was about 15, 16 minutes worth of an absolute massacre, another one. I mean, eventually they both kind of got their way outside the cage, and they're using the steps as weapons. They're throwing each other into the cage. Both sides had momentum. Eventually Mason would have this little spot of momentum when Legion would try to hit an old school. He had his arm. He walked up the steel steps, was going to jump down and slam his arm onto Troy's arm, but Troy grabbed him and hit a double-A spine buster, but he threw him into the cage.
Oh, that's nasty.
So I mean, Troy and Legion were just like feral animals, just tearing at each other for about 10 minutes maybe. And but on the other side, we saw a little bit of a reprieve because I mean, TJ, as much as he was using his prophet ways of trying to kind of reason with his prey, and starts kind of mouthing off to Lilith you're not the siren that I built you to be, yada yada yada. Just starts degrading her, which, if you're trying to bring her back, why degrade her? That's what confuses me about this whole thing.
I think most degrading on the mindset of Lilith is probably.
I mean, but then again, I mean, there's some blame in Lenore because she was defenseless and she couldn't fight back when she knows she could, to an extent. I mean, Legion could have had her number within 5 minutes for all we know, but Lenore could have done something, and we'll just say it like that. But it's too late now, obviously. And you know, at one point we saw kind of like an in tandem moment where TJ would suplex Lilith onto that pavement on the outside, and then Legion would grab Troy by the hair, just get a good old handful, and just ram his face into that cage wall. So Troy's down, Lilith's down. Well, then Legion looks over to the corner. TJ looks over in the corner. Both of them ascend the apron, and the crowd starts going ballistic. They both get in the ring. Finally, it's just them by themselves. And of course, Legion kind of lets TJ kind of soak it in for a second. And then Legion acts like he's going to go for a throat chop. But then in like 5 seconds, like that, he kind of goes like this with his hand. And then goes like that and just pokes TJ in the eye. So he does kind of like a good old like Randy Orton style, just finger poke, just boop. And TJ, you know, obviously feels the effects of that. He starts reeling, and Legion just goes on that demonic assault with all those punches and kicks, just grounding him to the corner, stomping a mud hole in him, you know, just really grounding him for a while. And then we see Legion picks up TJ, throws or attempts to Irish whip him into the corner, but then TJ whips around, throws Legion into the corner, and then they both clothesline each other.
Oh.
And, I mean, they're both down. Well, then Legion sits up, Taker style. The Prophet doesn't sit up, but he gets up in the same, like almost in the same manner, just not like as straight. So he just kind of lifts himself up. They're both eye to eye. TJ starts laughing in Legion's face. And then they both start teeing off again. Well, then, as they both get to a point like where the crowd's going crazy because now they're both just trading shots, here comes Lilith with a chop block to TJ's leg. They both start going to town on TJ, stomping him down, punching him an unfair advantage. And then, you know, TJ starts trying to fight back, but then Legion just kind of grabs him by the head in like a vice grip way, just headbutts him in the back of the head. They both start going back at him again. Well, then, you know, we get to the end of this where TJ was reeling and everybody was exhausted because, you know, you saw, you know, Lilith's face. She had bruises, but she was kind of cut up from all the different times that they slammed each other into the cage. And her hair's just all over the place, and she's really just like having to try to figure out what's next. Well, then Troy, at one point, TJ and Troy got Legion by himself. They hit what was like a backstabber reeling from a power bomb. So Troy used the Mason bomb, but then dropped Legion onto TJ's knees.
Oh.
So it was like a power bomb into a backstabber maneuver. And then TJ just kind of looks up at Troy, knowing how, you know, at small moments he can be agile. So he looks at Troy as if they planned this. He tells Troy to go up to the top rope.
Apparently we have Tom and Nick Mysterio in the crowd.
Oh, damn. And so Troy, you know, he gets up on that top rope. He's about to hit what I think is just like a splash. You know, he takes his singlet straps down, and he starts just kind of yelling down at Legion like, you know, you made this so difficult, yada, and just berates him and spits at him. Well, then, as he's about to jump, Legion sits up again, but this time, as he sat up really slow, the lights flickered. There was like a thunder strike in like all over the arena.
The fuck is
The
that?
lights turned red, and then you just saw like this weird like flicker of light that almost looked like Legion's eyes were glowing for a second.
Okay.
The lights flicker back on, like, you know, how we are right now. Like, everything's fine. But Troy just, like, sits there for a second. TJ's looking at him like, what the hell are you doing? And Troy just literally just falls face first, plants in the center of the ring.
Oh.
As if he just went unconscious.
Oh.
And then TJ kind of looks down at Troy like, what the hell was that? Legion's just kind of looking like, oh, it did work. Cool. And then he turns Troy over, and Troy's foaming from the mouth.
The hell?
What?
What the hell was that? Like, did he get possessed or something? I don't know. But anyway, he realizes what's happening to Troy. This is almost going to be a moment where now TJ is about to lose another member of the collective to Legion, because Legion just did something horrible. So TJ starts getting extremely pissed off. But in the closing moments of this match, I felt personally, and I think we all talked about this in the business meeting.
Yeah.
His anger was so strong, it made him very sloppy. Because he just like speared Legion, like as if he gets up and just spears him. He goes over to Lilith, hits the panic switch on her.
Oh.
Is about to pin her, but then Legion spins TJ around, hits the mist on him.
Oh.
Grabs him by the throat, hits his old finisher, which is that Samoan spike.
Right.
TJ bounces off the ropes, holding his neck. Legion hits his own version of a spine buster, which was a choke slam spine buster. Then he grabs TJ, holds him in position, hits the Legion's lecture, and pins TJ for the 1, 2, 3. Oh my God. Guys, Legion just beat the Prophet right in front of us. In attack. I mean, this isn't the one-on-one that we're supposed to have at the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
But still, that's a big move for Legion right now.
Big win for Legion going into their matchup at the pay-per-view itself.
Which will be an unsanctioned Monsters Ball. So anything can happen. It's just up to them. We can't stop the match until they're done. That's it.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely indeed. Absolutely indeed. But, wow. What a show we had so far. I mean, seeing that they defeated TJ Blair and Troy Mason.
Collective is having a shit night, guys.
They are.
And so now we have to get updates on Brooks. Now we got to have updates on freaking Troy. What else is new? I mean, Jesus.
I don't know. But tell everybody in the locker room it is time for the main event. Get them out here. I understand that we're not live on the actual page. We're live on my Facebook and my YouTube. I do apologize. I think I figured it out because when recently I got locked out. Maybe I did it. Someone had to change my password and everything and fix everything I need to fix. But let everybody know it's time for the main event. It is the EWA World Heavyweight Championship match. It's the Surf and Stoner Chris Wolf taking on the Reaper. And
that makes sense why the Reaper joined the Joyride, because he knew this match was going to be easy.
Yeah.
That makes perfect sense now.
Oh, absolutely. But what a show. We had 2 title changes here tonight.
That's bizarre, man.
And, I mean, but Dr. Booger,
What?
I mean, not Dr. Booger. Wow, Cody Cash. I know you talked to Dr. Booger. But,
yeah, I'm actually kind of on like a messenger app with him right now, trying to get updates.
Any update? I know we saw an update by Kyle Lynch.
Yeah.
On the page about Ed Coop. Any newer update?
From what he's been telling me, he's still in a comatose state, but they were able to sew up the injury because it was a very, very deep cut. They were able to perform surgery on it. They were able to stitch it up. Ed's he's still comatose right now. From what Dr. Booga has told me, he is a little on the minuscule side of stable, so you can't really say the word stable, but he's at least there's progress. But he doesn't have like a full update like, oh, he'll be back next week, or he's fine or whatever, but it sounds like there's progress. But I mean, obviously he said he's going to keep me up to date regardless, but
Absolutely.
I mean that blow with the axe, man, that was brutal. So I'm honestly shocked that he's even remotely okay. I mean, we don't know. Yeah. I mean, I don't. I mean, if he ever, and I say if he wakes up from surgery in this coma, whatever. I mean, however long it is, what's going to happen to him? Like, is he going to remember anything? Is he even going to remember what his name is? I don't know, man.
Absolutely. I don't know.
And I mean, will his in-ring career be in jeopardy? Probably will be.
Yes, it definitely will. So let's go around the room for this matchup and start with you, Phoenix Jackson. Who and why?
Chris Wolf thinks he has it in the bag, but it's going to Reaper all the way. Chris Wolf is not ready.
Yeah,
Cody Cash.
Close. I know I have my disagreements with the world champion. You've seen the way he looks at me during our business meetings when I say something a little smart ass, because it's true, but he doesn't want to accept it. Anyway, pint-sized motherfucker. Anyway, I mean, if you want to be like, oh well, now you're gonna face him in a match. Shit, I don't care. I'll take the world title off of him myself. I don't care. I'll call up my boy Brody Cross to do it. I don't care.
I mean, the last time you were in a title match.
Yep, I know. I was still in one though. You can't say nothing about that.
That's correct. That is definitely correct. But
I could get my boy Brody on the horn, but
No.
He's too pretty for that.
He's too busy making movies.
I mean, I mean, we'll see what Davey thinks about him being, I wonder, he should call his next movie Brody Cross versus the World.
Oh boy, that's going to be interesting.
Absolutely.
Nah, you know what? I'll pitch it to him.
Miss Turner.
You better help to get mine to get to myself and the crew of BTW with that one there, Mr. Cash.
Hey, I mean, it's his movie title, not mine. I'm just saying. I think it'd be fun. The dude's master at promotion, so I mean, he can promote you guys to the moon.
Absolutely.
He can be your spokesperson.
You know what? I don't know why, but as of late, I feel like the Reaper might get this one and keep the title. I just feel like
I honestly don't have any reason why he would lose the title tonight. If he did, I'd be very disappointed. As much
if he lost, if he lost, that would be a shocker of a fucking century.
As much as I would love a title change in the World Heavyweight Championship division right now, not tonight. I don't think I want to see Chris Wolf as champion. Just to be fair.
No, definitely not.
He might pull like an eco-friendly title, and I'm just gonna hate it forever. I don't know, man.
Yeah. I don't need. I as much as I like to smoke weed, I don't want my world title looking like Daniel Bryan's did in WWE.
I mean, can you imagine like a weed green strap? Just ew,
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I'm against it. I'm 100% against it.
A bud infused title belt? No, thank you.
Jesus Christ, no.
But let's get to this matchup right here. It is for the world title, and of course, Reaper went attacked early right on Chris.
Yeah,
But
as he should have.
Changing lefts and rights, blows, lefts and right blows, kicks, bring the big man down. Now, mind you, Chris is a big man. So when he brings him right down to one down on one knee, Reaper jumps off the second rope and hits a DDT. Goes on a cover early, but Chris Wolf throws him up.
Wow.
And of course, Reaper went right on the attack. Got him in a side headlock. And for the next several minutes, Reaper went technical style on Chris Wolf. Now, of course, Reaper had him in an ankle lock. He's trying to make him tap out early. But of course, Chris Wolf crawls to the rope. He's got it. Referee 1, 2, 3, 4, and he lets go. Okay. And of course, Reaper decided to tell the referee, never get in my business again.
Oof.
What's he do? He doesn't see Chris Wolf with an elbow shot right to the jaw.
Damn.
And of course, Chris Wolf, he goes on the attack. Now, Reaper was able to rake the eyes without the referee seeing. He goes to the top rope, goes to jump off, and Chris Wolf walks away. Shades of Samoa Joe style.
Mm-hmm.
And then when he went,
it's the good old nope walk. I love it.
Yep. And of course, Reaper was like, "What the hell?" Chris Wolf goes to charge at him for a senton. He lands on him. 1, 2, reversal. 1, 2. Chris Wolf kicked out and just headbutts him.
Wow. Chris has got some fight in him, though. I'll say that at least.
And of course, he's looking around the crowd here where we are live. And he's going like this. It's time for this. It's time for his finisher. You know what that means.
Oh, boy.
It's time for the bong rip. He tries to go hit the bong rip. Reaper was able to roll him up. Hold the tights. 1, 2, 3.
Nice.
And Reaper is still your world heavyweight champion.
So just for context, like I said, I was talking to Dr. Bugga for a little bit.
Yes.
So we got the update on the Ed. Still, there's still some progress to be made. I got the update on Troy first.
Yes.
Because that was the most recent thing. Troy is resting. There was the diagnosis of a sudden seizure, but he's fine.
Okay.
They were able to get water in his system. He's okay. They're gonna keep him for a couple hours, but then they're gonna let him go home. I think.
Are they gonna keep him on a 72-hour suicide watch?
I hope not. But I mean.
Oh, by the way,
I mean they're gonna keep him in the infirmary for a couple hours, and then hopefully the trainers will let him get an Uber ride home. And
here's the thing: while back in the ring, while Reaper was celebrating, here comes Sean Jackson right behind him and hits the hook 'em horns driver on the belt.
Finally, something good with the collective. Thank you.
And he goes, "See you in 2 weeks at the first Heat show. Me, World Heavyweight Championship."
Oh, shit.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, right. And, I know this one's important to me as well as Miss T because of how much history there is. And I mean, I know you guys don't see eye to eye. You never did, Derek, but I'm gonna have to give an update on Brooks if you're okay with that.
Go ahead.
Because I mean, you just watched him get murdered, basically.
Yeah, give him up, please. Absolutely.
But I mean, so they got him, you know, in his own space. You know, they're not going to take him to the trainer's room where there was like 3 other people getting tended to for whatever. They got him in his own room. They got all these like ointments on the burns, and he's got 1st degree, so they're not bad because the explosion wasn't like massive enough to cause 3rd degree burns, but there's still some burnage there. But Dr. Booga did apply some stuff that would hopefully repair the skin within a week or so. He's in a lot of pain, but he is he does have a pulse at least. When they tried, when they got his vitals about 5 minutes ago, he told me that he did respond. So there was a little bit of movement there, a little twitch. So Brooks will be okay, but they're going to keep him for a while just to make sure. Because I don't see, this is probably going to be the one time, which actually is groundbreaking to all of us. Because the amount of times that Brooks has been in this much pain, but he still gets up and walks away. He doesn't care about medical attention. He has so many medical bills that he's never paid because he just doesn't care. This is the one time that he's actually been so hurt that he can't do anything about it. So, theoretically speaking, not only did Cyrus take the title from Brooks, he's put him on the shelf twice.
And no one's ever done that.
No. I mean, we were shocked that it happened the first time, but another time in the same year, I mean, holy crap! Like, whoa!
Absolutely, indeed.
So, I mean, I hate to say it, as much as he's been a problem, Cyrus is y'all's next problem, guys. I mean, y'all, if anybody in the Back to the Action division, y'all better step it up. Bad.
Well, I hope everyone gets their passports ready, because season's beating next week is going to be all the way in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia.
Oh, shit. Christmas in Saudi. Let's go, baby.
Christmas in Saudi. The day after Christmas, absolutely, will be in Saudi Arabia and Jeddah. So get your passports ready, ladies and gentlemen, and we will see you next week. And I promise I'll have this fucking stream working again.